For years since the start of my journey into photography and video, Neewer have always been a brand that I've used, whether that be my many softboxes, reflectors, or even battery packs. They have always had a presence in my setup, and in today's video, that journey continues. Before I get into anything, I just want to state that after meeting Neewer at TwitchCon back in July, they have actually sent me out a couple of products to have a look at, so the opinions in this video are that of my own. So for years I've been using a constant video light for my YouTube content, and even at times I've been using it for streaming. Lately that has actually come back into play again, which I'm very glad I've done so. And the reason for this is because in the past few months I've been using this, the Neewer MS150C. It comes in at £299, which may seem a lot for a light, but if you're into making more than just live streams and are a bit more into video production, this is a very competitive price for a lighting solution. And I can't get over how versatile this light is for any creator or filmmaker. I freaking love this thing. So this light is a continuous 150 watt mini RGB video light with a multitude of functions for all your video needs. It comes in at 1025 grams and has the functionality to support 2.4 GHz wireless control, and it also has a supporting app. It has a maximum of 150 watts output while looking at 19,700 maximum illuminance at 0.5 meters. It features a multitude of modes, the main three being CCT, which is controlling your brightness, color, temperature, and GM. This will probably be the main functionality you'll have with this light. The next being HSI, which is allowing you to completely control the color output through the RGB colors. And finally, RGB WW mode, which gives you the control of the RGB colors along with the cold light and the warm light, which is almost complete control of the output of the whole thing. Inside the app there's a few other functions you can use with this light, such as light source, which mimics popular types of lights and limits the functionality of, say, your brightness. There's also the ability to match an image or even video source, especially through an effects source, which can be through a video or music in itself. And finally, the other piece of functionality which I love with this light is FX mode, which mimics many off-camera light scenarios, whether that be a police car, the paparazzi at your front door, or even lightning as an example of some of them. And because it's an LED continuous video light, you're not going to be getting those annoying light bars that are always very present when recording video in specific locations, especially the ones that have those annoying ceiling lights with a different refresh rate to that of your shutter speed on your camera. So with the size of this light and the weight being so light, pun intended, and the outer body being made out of aluminium alloy, it does look so sleek in any setup. Inside the box you'll get the power adapter for the light along with a small reflector. There's also a bounce adapter as well because this light does have Neewer's own smaller connection to it. It's also nicely bundled into a carrying case, and it actually comes with a handle that is able to flex at 180 degrees, meaning you won't have any issues positioning this light. However, I will let you know more about that in a second. The very cool thing with this light, and one thing I've not been able to try out sadly, is that you can pair it with Neewer's portable handle, which you're able to hook it up to its own battery source, meaning that you can literally take this light anywhere and you will get a maximum out of 2 hours of the battery life being used. However, the one thing I have been able to pair it up with is their NS3P mini Softbox, which for me the overall footprint is ideal because I've stopped bopping my head on my overhead lighting in the studio when walking around it or even playing virtual reality. Honestly, in the past 5-6 years during the pandemic, creators have been targeted with this flat panel LED solution, especially for streaming, but for me nothing can beat the true continuous video light that are used in a production setting. And in recent years, Neewer's definitely have upped their production quality in comparison to what I had it when I first started out in the scene. I could not get over how solid this thing felt in my hand the moment I opened it up. The only main gripe, and what I mentioned before is coming, is the promise of the 180 degrees on the handle. It doesn't fully angle the camera, it's a few degrees off, and which is kind of annoying, especially when you're trying to get a true top-down light. However, if you were to pair it with something, say like with a ball head with a Swiss plate, you would probably get full motion of that angle. But apart from that, the MS150C is definitely a main piece of gear that I'm including on my channel every single video that I do, and I cannot recommend it more highly than I already have in this video. But let me know your thoughts on the light in the comments down below. Is this something you'd love to include in your setup, or if there's another alternative to solution that might be good to look at, let me know. But if you like the video, please like it guys. If you want to subscribe to the channel to find out more videos like this in the future, and I may compare this even to a super alternative budget solution. But until then, I'll catch you in the next one. I'll see you.